So one day your ex is liking your social media posts and the next day they're cold as ice. One week they're texting you like nothing happened, and then the next week they're ignoring your calls. Sounds familiar? Today we're gonna talk about why you're driving yourself insane trying to decode your ex's mixed signals, why this behavior is absolutely destroying your chances of either moving on or getting them back, and what you should be doing instead. So let's start with a reality check. So you're not actually confused about your ex's mixed signals. This is the first thing I want to note. You're just refusing to accept what they're clearly telling you through their actions. And here's what's really happening in your head right now, at least in theory. You're desperately looking for signs that your ex still wants you. So when they do something positive, like viewing your Instagram story or sending you a text message, you latch onto it, like it's proof that they want you back. But then they go cold again, and instead of accepting that maybe they're just not that interested, you start making excuses for them. Excuses like, maybe they're just scared, maybe they're just testing me, maybe they're confused, maybe they're trying to protect themselves and don't want to open up to me because it might hurt them emotionally. Look, I need you to stop doing these kind of things. I need you to stop giving your ex these excuses. And here's why this obsession with mixed signals is, well, destroying you. First of all, it keeps you stuck in emotional limbo. So you just can't move forward because you are constantly waiting for the next sign. You can't move on because you're convinced there's still hope. You're basically putting your entire life on hold while you play detective with your ex's behavior. Second, it makes you act needy. Needy as hell, in fact. Because when you're obsessing over their signals, well, you usually start to modify your behavior to try to get specific responses from them in return. So you essentially become a performer instead of a person, an actual legit person. And guess what? Your ex, they can sense this. They can sense that you're performing, that you're putting on a facade, that you're trying too hard. And that's, well, as attractive as a root canal. Third, and most importantly, it prevents you from focusing on the only thing that actually matters, which is your own growth and your own well-being. So what you should do instead, as opposed to obsessing about mixed signals and trying to decode everything, you should, for one, understand a fundamental truth. If your ex wants to be with you, they'll make it clear. No decoder ring needed, no mental gymnastics required, because the thing is, when someone wants you, you won't be confused about it. They will be very clear about the fact that they still have attraction for you. And these mixed signals that you're getting, they're usually one of three things. Number one, your ex is genuinely confused about what they want, and in this case, their confusion isn't your problem to solve. Number two, your ex is keeping you as a backup option while they explore other possibilities. And in this case, you're being strung along. You're being a plan B. And number three, your ex just is being polite, or maybe they feel guilty and you're misinterpreting their basic human decency as actual attraction or an actual sign of interest. And none of these scenarios should now encourage you to keep analyzing their behavior. Instead, here's what you should actually do. First of all, set clear boundaries. So if your ex's mixed signals are driving you mad, that's on you. You're allowing it, so start setting clear boundaries for yourself. If you can handle, for example, friendly contact right now with your ex, tell them to stop reaching out and go into no contact, especially if you want them back. Number two, focus on rebuilding your own signals instead of obsessing what your ex means when they view your story or something like that. Just ask yourself, why am I so invested in these tiny breadcrumbs? What am I afraid of? What am I avoiding by staying focused on my ex all the damn time? Number three, take decisive action. Either directly express your interest in reconciling or commit to moving on. No more of this, half in, half out bullshit. If you want them back, just tell them clearly, be upfront about it, and if they're not enthusiastically receptive, you move on. And if you already just want to move on, obviously just move on, block them even, ghost them if they reach out, I don't care, just do everything so you actually move on. And this usually revolves around minimizing any sort of contact with your ex. But number 4, there is obviously the tried and true invest in yourself. Like every minute you spend analyzing their behavior, it's a minute you could spend improving yourself. That is, hitting the gym, learning something new, working on your emotional issues, building your career, just anything except obsessing over your ex's mixed signals. And here's the beautiful irony of all of this. The moment you stop caring about these mixed signals and you start focusing on yourself is usually the moment things become crystal clear. Either your ex will step up and make their interest known, or they will fade away. And either way, you'll be okay because you'll be focused on your own growth. So if you want to go deeper into overcoming mixed signals and creating real lasting attraction, you should download my free reattraction cheat sheet. It's a 1-page simple PDF that you can download via the link in the description below this video. And it's going to show you my entire process of getting back with an ex, of mending a relationship from A to Z, so you'll know exactly what to do every step of the way. Now with that said, thanks for watching this vid and take care.